Sup Shredders, my name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to SP Patrons, where today we are making a custom monthly music review for Ting. Sup Ting, how you doing? If we switch over to here, we got ourselves the Monster Siren Undertides here. Now I haven't listened to this before, Ting, but you've got good music taste, so I'm really keen to check it out. We're going to listen through this track from start till finish, and we're going to hear what we think. Let's go. Oh, this is very unusual instantly. I'm loving the sound design though. The Cynthia Electric kind of... It's a very eerie sounding track though. Oh, got some industrial tonalities to it. Some chanting. Where are we going with this? Like, for real? Oh. What is this, though? Ting, where have you put... Where did this come from? What is this about? Is this like a score for, like, a film? Or is it, like... It could be all sorts of things. I love the ascending string melody in the last part. They're kind of it. It sounds like a ritualistic kind of tribal instrumental we've got going on here with these vocal chants, though. There's lots of really interesting little elements to it, like the sequences that we have there and the occasional bits of accent of some of the notes, and we've got a noticeable difference in the dynamic range between the instruments. Like, these choir parts are great, filling up a little bit of the space that's here, even with so much other stuff going on. I feel like I'm being like teased here by the music. You have these very short crescendos that come back, and it's like boom, and it goes back into like the original theme we had. It's like an ebb and flow of rising tides. I'm loving these drums though. I'm not sure what type of are these like taiko drums or something like that? Excuse my ignorance. Or like a type of drum where you go do-do-do-do-do-do-do or something like that. Because I know it's not a traditional drum kit. I mean, it could be. They're very interesting sounding floor toms. Oh. Is this a new part now? I mean, obviously it is, but... Such phenomenal production value in this. Like, the attention to detail, the EQing of the various instruments is absolutely stunning. I don't know what to make of this vocal style, though. I like it. I'm going to be honest, I've never heard anything like this before. Oh, that brass is gorgeous, though. It is an orchestral score of some kind, isn't it? Are those vocals like digitally, like synthetically modulated or something like that? Oh, we've got some fun lead melodies on the left side. Yeah. Oh. See, what was really cool, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but that melody was floating around the left side of the headphones. It wasn't staying in one specific panning position. You can just get lost in this. You think that you know the song, but you don't. There's a 4-chord progression there with the bass line that follows nicely. There's just so many little sub parts to it that boom, 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 or boom, 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 boom. Now, those are the two that we're going between. There's just so many other little channels of various samples and instruments that it sounds way bigger than that. And I love that. Oh, shift. Yeah, there's also that. Bum, bum. Kind of sticking with that shift there. Is that it? Wow. Ting, what have you brought forward this month? Because this is effectively the conclusion of the SP Patrons Monthly Custom Review. How do you describe a song like this, dude? Who's responsible for this? I have to find that out. Stephen Grove, Under Tides, released in 2021. Yeah, it does sound like there's some thoroughly modern production value in there. I love the combination of the orchestral drums and instruments with the synthetic parts, including the modulated vocals and chops and all that. I think that's really great. I would need to listen to this a lot of times to really take everything in. There's all these different journeys you can get taken if you decide to focus on one specific instrument and go through its progression. Because before you know it, boom, you're in a new section. There's constant change there. And it's what's wonderful about it is that you can enjoy it as a whole, I think, or enjoy it in particular bits. There's so much coloration in there. There's so much thought put into how the various components are going to be arranged. And this, even the choir parts is just another pad effect, It messes with the listener's expectations. I'm trying to figure out, I want to go for a traditional conclusion like I do where I go like, obviously there's no vocals. The structure of it is through composed. You do have a couple of different sections, I think. Because I heard that boom. I heard that a few times, like in the mid part or like near the end. So you can tell that there's like a tail or an indication of where we're going to change or where there's going to be there's clues being provided and cues being provided by the composer and the various instrumentalists involved about where we're headed. But it's meant to be sort of an atmosphere, a vibe, a space for you to get lost in, to be part of the ambience. You'd have to be a really considerably, I don't even know what you'd phrase the influences of a track like this on. I'm not going to pretend there's not other music that's similar to this. I know I've heard similar sort of industrial, orchestral, electronic, symphonic bits and other tracks, but to have it condensed down into this and not be a part of like a film score or like to go into something vocal oriented is something that's unusual to me, and I thoroughly appreciate it. I think additionally, we have this situation where for us, listening to this music, I don't know what the track is about, but I don't need to enjoy it. I think that the free-flowing structure allows you to swim in the tide, so to speak, and float along the way, providing you don't get sucked under. And I come out feeling a wiser individual for being a part of it, I think, finally, when I listen to a song like this, it's not just the instrumentation and the professionalism of the performances that are on display here, because there'd be some interesting stuff happening with scores, especially with the strings, with the drum parts, with the other little digital modulations of the synths and everything, the choir parts as well. It's just unpredictable, and that's my favorite part about Under Tides, is that you never know what you're going to get. What is so important with a track like this is that you not only have the performance absolutely adequate from the point go and masterful. I can't hear a single wrong note in this. But additionally, you need to have the production value up to scratch with the recording, mixing, and mastering. And I'm pleased to say that I am thoroughly stoked, with what I've heard today from Under Tides and Monster Siren. I don't think there's a way you could improve the studio work on this in regards to the recording, mixing, and mastering. All the instruments sound like they've been cut from the cloth of the golden, and it's just so beautiful to listen to. There's so much to appreciate from not only a performance perspective and a composition perspective, but also from a studio post-production perspective, where the EQing, stereo panning instruments, the automation on some of the positioning, the panning stuff in the mix, along with the automation, the dynamic range, the compression, limiting, it's all so succulent, dude. It's like a fine meal you can only get at a Michelin star restaurant, but it's music, and I'm in love with this. I want to hear more of it. So Ting, feel free to throw more stuff like this. Throw more stuff like this at me. I'm happy to hear more of it. Okay, but I think that's basically all I want to say about it. I need to listen to it to have more of an educated opinion, because this is a multi-layered, complex, unique instrumental piece that I've fallen for, and I really wish everyone involved in it the best of luck in future. As is the case a lot of the time nowadays, they don't need my luck because they're already doing well, phenomenally as they are. But anyways, effectively, this is my SP Patrons custom monthly review for Ting. Ting, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go check out the various social medias of this musicians involved in Monster Siren Thunder Tides via the various social medias and on their YouTube page, and I think they might be on social digital streaming platforms as well. Stay cool and stay safe, and please also remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I will catch you in the next review. Spiderhands out.